Did you know that the first computer was built in 205 BC? Yeah, I didn't think so, and I also don't blame you. When I think of computers, I think of phones, PCs, these fucking things. Definitely nothing that could have existed over 2,000 years ago. But it turns out they actually did. So get comfortable and enjoy the ridiculous story of how it was discovered. In the much more recent year of 1901, there was a group of sponge divers off the coast of Greece led by a captain Dimitrios Quantus. Quantus and his team discovered an ancient Roman cargo ship, and along with it, a lump of corroded bronze. At first, it looked like nothing, but for some reason, Kanto said, nice, I'll take this extremely uninteresting lump of bronze up with me. And after some preliminary testing, it was concluded that it really was just a crusty piece of metal that originated from 100 BC. But yeah, you guessed it, that wasn't the end of the story. A couple years later, a Greek archaeologist named Valerios Stias, and yeah, I'm sure you're cringing over me butchering the Greek pronunciation, this guy discovered that the thing had a gear wheel inside of it. To him and many scholars at the time, this seemed utterly impossible. So they concluded the gear to be prochronistic, essentially meaning that it was way too complex to have possibly existed at the same time that the metal existed. So it must have gotten in there some other way. From there, it sat forgotten for 70 years. It was only at that point that Derek de Sola and a Greek nuclear physicist, Karalampos Karakalos. Okay, hold on.
Charalambos Pikarakalos.
That guy made X-ray and gamma-ray images of the bronze clump. It was only from these images, 70 years after its original discovery, that they were able to figure out exactly what it initially was. It was the first made computer in history, and for that, it was named the Antikythera mechanism. Antikythera being the original ship that it was found in, and mechanism being, well, you know, because it's a fucking mechanism. Being over 2,000 years old, this thing was truly ahead of its time. Before its discovery, it was thought that an analog computer of this type wasn't made until the medieval ages between the 18th and 14th century. So what exactly was the Antikythera mechanism? What did it do? It must have been pretty special for it to be named the first computer. So just like any computer or piece of code we know today, this thing was constructed to be given a set of information and output information based on it. In particular, given just the date based on the Greek calendar, it used a number of extremely precise interlocking gears to calculate not only the position of every planet in the solar system at the time or any time in the future, but also when the next dozen eclipses would be, when the next Olympic Games would be. This thing was a computational calendar that could tell you anything that would happen in the future as long as it was programmed into the gears. I don't think I can stress enough how insane it is that it wasn't until the medieval ages that something even comparable was found. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and like, and leave a comment if you have anything else to say. I'll try my best to reply, and I'll see you in the next one.